who they are and the things that hold them down. So I'm really proud of that, and most of all, I'm proud of the hundreds of people that I've been able to connect with, especially each and every one of you that I've seen today on campus and that I've known for a little while through Facebook. It's nice to finally connect with some people that have introduced themselves on Facebook and finally meet them tonight. So thank you for being here. The way that we operate, we are a laid-back operation. We want this to be an evening for you all, an evening to come and feel comfortable to ask your questions about loved ones or yourself or anything of that nature. So I'm going to introduce the panelists. They're each going to speak for a few minutes, and then we're going to open it up to Q&A. And like I said, feel very safe. There are no dumb questions. Something that you might ask might be the person that next to you really wants to know. So please don't be shy. First, that was going to kick off tonight is Shelby Johnson. She is the program coordinator at Veritas Collaborative. Veritas has been our amazing sponsor of this event and is also sponsoring another event in Nashville in February. Veritas is an incredible treatment facility in the Durham, North Carolina area for adolescents 10 to 19 struggling with eating disorders. I had the honor of touring Veritas a few weeks ago when I was in the area. When I say it's one of the most amazing places I've ever been to, it was purely amazing. The love and support there, the state-of-the-art facility, it's pretty incredible. So we're really honored to have her here this evening. Next we have Rachel Stokes. She's a clinical psychologist at the LSU Student Health Center. She and Vanessa actually founded the LSU Eating Disorder Treatment Team in 2008. Vanessa is the registered dietitian there and has been in the field for 7 years. And Carly Wahlberg is the founder of Soul Sisters, which is the amazing organization that actually helped to found Southern Smash last year around this time. Soul Sisters is an incredible group of women who run and train for the Louisiana Half Marathon and Marathon, but moreover, they're about instilling healthy habits and positive body image and raising money for Girls on the Run, which is obviously a program that's near and dear to my heart, as well as Carly's. So I'm really excited to have Carly here with us this evening, since she is one of our founding smashers. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Shelby.
Thanks, McCall. I really want to thank McCall for having us here to be a part of this. I'm really glad to be here today to speak with each of you and hopefully have a really meaningful discussion. Before I start talking about anything, I really just want to start with a little bit of an exercise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a series of images, and what I'd like you to do is to really just take the time to just look and see each of the images, and then I want you to notice as you're looking at them, what kinds of thoughts come up for you, what kinds of feelings come up for you as you're looking at the images. I'm not going to ask you or force anybody to share anything at all. You're welcome to during the Q&A if you want to discuss any of that, but you'll not be required to disclose anything like that. I just want you to notice it and keep it in mind for what myself and some others are going to talk about. First of all, I don't know how many of you like Pinterest or into Pinterest, but it's something that I recently discovered, and I love Pinterest. I'm a pretty creative person. I like to knit, I like to cook, I do like fashion. I find that it's a really fun place to sort of, I like to garden, I like to keep all these ideas in one place, and because I work in an eating disorder treatment center, I'm in a little bit of a, I guess you could say, an alternate reality for a lot of my time. And so our patients, for example, are not allowed to look at images like that while they're in treatment. They aren't permitted to look at fashion magazines or images like the ones that you just looked at because of the high risk that it would trigger eating disordered behaviors or even relapse for them. And so we don't have any of that around. In most of my personal life, I also have kind of gotten rid of images like that. And so when I started to use Pinterest, I was really amazed at how often I was bombarded with images encouraging me to think about dieting, to expect to look a certain way. I was really shocked by it. And so what I did last night before I came to meet with you guys today is that I took literally 10 minutes, and all I did was just a general search in women's fashion and a general search in health and fitness. And that's where I found, within 10 minutes, all of those images. So it wasn't like I combed through and had to look for a long time to find those images. They were just right there, right away. So I think that that's kind of striking. And so I wonder, when I say that our patients aren't allowed to look at those images, right, because they're so triggering for them, what does it say about the images and the effect that they might have on the average woman? I think it's tempting. We like to think of those who are disordered or have a disorder as being quite different from us and separate from us. But the truth is, many women exhibit disordered eating behaviors, and many women exhibit what I would argue are highly disordered eating disordered thought processes. And those images that we're seeing, they impact everybody, from the young person who struggles with a full-blown eating disorder to, all the way up to those who maybe don't, but still have trouble with their body image. And so what I'm going to talk about very briefly, and then hopefully we can have a discussion later on if you have more questions about it, but the concept of something called the internalization of the thin ideal, which is a fancy sort of psychology term. It's something that I'm doing research on right now. But what it basically means